Hey, what's up, guys? Great way to start the video, just like everybody always does. Right in your face and shaky. Perfect. Cool. Anyway, working on the 59 today, and I was thinking I was going to take on the fuel gauge. Doesn't work, so don't know if it's the gauge that's wrong, the wiring that's wrong, or the sending unit, but we're about to find out. So, you just look behind the seat here, which is how things work back in the 8. Man, I just put that new seat in. God, doesn't that look good? Oh my God, I got the little pad over there for the dog. Anyway, so I'm gonna get down here on the sending unit. Let's try not to cover everything up. And I already took the wires off. So I'll try to get this camera set up and try to do a little bit of testing, turn the ignition on, and see what we get. Alrighty, so what I do is just tie one end of the jumper onto the negative, start on the positive, and see what the... Whoa! Okay, fuel jumped and got stuck. I'm disconnected now, reconnected now, waiting, and I don't see anything happening. So what I would guess is that this gauge is crap, or the fuel works now and that's how much fuel I have, which I don't think is the case, but I disconnected it now, so not connected, just hanging out, and still nothing's happening. That's stuck there, so that must be rusty. That must be bad. So probably dive into that. I might rob the whole dash out of the new cab and just put it in here. Nothing's really hooked up. I think gen light works, oil light works. Yeah, temp gauge I think did work, so hopefully that'll go. So maybe it's just this fuel. Maybe it's just that one is bad. Speedometer cable is not hooked up. It's a different motor and training here, and I'm assuming that Speedo doesn't match up, but I got a digital Speedo on my phone if you care about looking at that kind of stuff, but I don't. I'll just go with traffic. I got it pretty much figured out. Anyway, so this one's looking like it's in a whole lot better condition. So maybe I'll just take out this whole unit, see if I can switch the glass while I'm at it, and kind of go from there. I want to definitely take the good stuff out of here and put it into there, because I want this car that's driving to be as best as possible. But this is the cab I'm going to use, so I kind of don't know how to go back and forth between the two. But that used to be my old garage. It didn't make it. But I'm also planning on redoing this whole cab, redoing the whole cab. So I'm kind of thinking that everything needs to come out anyway. So I don't know. I'm kind of not butthurt about that, but if you worked on anything old, the more you start getting into it, the more broken bolts, rusty things, and problems that you're going to run into. So just planning on that. But for now, maybe I'll test the sending unit, take a look at it, test that gauge again, see if I can get it to go down. Looks like still even after this time, nothing's happened. So anyway, I guess we'll just continue on, see what goes on. Probably pop this out, just take a look at it, see if it's all rusty or stuck or something. And if not, if I pull it out and it's stuck or unsticks when I feel it and make it lubricate, then maybe that gauge will work. But I have a feeling that gauge is just rusty, so we'll see. Alright, so to check the sending unit, we're going to use a multimeter, and I'm going to try to do this with no hands. Let's see how this is going to work. Anyway, so okay, but I just, hey, it's something there. That's enough. That's enough. It's not the best, but it's enough. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my multimeter onto the ohms function, where it'll tell me if I have an open line. OL stands for open line, and I'll try to set that up so we can see what's going on. Boom. 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 Look at that. Okay, boom, perfect. All right, so simply just put the, oh no, I'm not testing those, put put the negative on the negative and the positive on the positive. And we are getting, boom, numbers. So it's saying that that sending unit should be good. Right now it's getting amperage. Now things could be stuck in there, and that spring could be wearing down. The float of the actual gas tank that's sitting in there could be wearing down, and might need a new sending unit in that regard later on. But electrically we're still getting signal, and it should be pulsing forward. I did plug in the leads again and try to give it power to diverge both, and I got the gauge to click another click. So it went up, but not back down. So we're gonna go ahead and guarantee, now that we've tested this, we've tested the wires that go to the actual dash, that I bet this is just a crappy gauge. But I went over to the other truck, actually before this, by the magic of television, and that sending unit is great too. I don't have a battery in there, obviously. But yeah, and the wires might not be hooked up, obviously. But I should be able to just rob anything out of that one, including the whole tank and sending unit, if this one indeed goes bad. So another part on the shelf is never a bad idea. But looks like now I'm going to be tearing into this dash. Like I said, I might as well just swap the other one just because it looks a lot cooler. And it's going to have to happen anyway. I'm going to go through that cab and redo it. Top to bottom, POR, everything. It will not rust. It will not go bad. So eventually. But for now, we'll just try to work on this gauge. See. Oh yeah, there we go. That's all it needed, was just a little. There we go. There we go. That's how you tell how much fuel you have right there. Pff, easy as pie. Great idea, Fords. Alright, so I got the bolts out around the dash. And these little Fords, you just kind of pop these out like this. I really don't want to break that glass, so pull that out too. That's the piece I need for the other one right there. Cool. Probably could have more glass made, but I'm not too worried about that. And then we'll just take this out and throw it over here. So here's what we're working with. And by the looks of it, I'd say that, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was some tape in the back of here. And that's probably why this has been metal and muddled with. That looks like a real bent needle to me. What do you guys think? Maybe it's been rubbing back here a little bit. Same with that guy right there. So I may just be able to pull it out a little bit. This is all super technical, by the way, and I'm sure this is exactly what the manual says, you know, fucking pick at it. I'm sure some of you are crawling in your fucking chairs right now going, what are you doing, kid? I'm making it work, damn it. Yeah, there you go, just 0. Okay. I didn't actually unplug anything, so I guess we could test it again. Try to jump it and make it see what happens. So we just stick one of our little diodes right there, and we turn the key on. Whoa, pretty lights. I'm gonna take this thing, I'm gonna jam it in here good, and we're gonna wait. Come on, baby. I jammed it. Maybe. Jam you good. Nope. Nada. No, it had jumped by now before, so I don't know. I'm gonna go grab that other dash, see what we can get done with it. Disconnect that. Turn this off. Boom. Alright, let's go see what we got.